How we doing? Welcome back to Rounding Second, episode 8. This is a big episode today because we won't be recording next week, I'd say most likely. So, yeah, we're getting a little week off because we got Thanksgiving break for school, so neither of us are going to be in town.
Right.
But it's about time for that, I think. We've been putting in a lot of work. Eight episodes in, doing a fairly decent job going weekly. It's time for a good break, I think.
Yeah, I think we got a good thing going. It's pretty interesting because I was editing, well, not editing, I guess, but just uploading the video, and I saw like our first upload was 2 months ago, a little over 2 months ago now. So we've been at this for 2 months now, and like you said, we're on episode 8. Been trying to upload weekly. There was a couple weeks where we had to miss, which we explained in our previous episodes, but yeah, it's been looking pretty good, and I'm excited to take a break. Though I definitely need a break from not only just working and doing the podcast, but just this town as well.
Yeah, man. It's a psychotic place up here. It's always good to go home to the suburbs and shit like that, to your parents.
Absolutely. But yeah, I know a lot of people are excited to go home. That's the only thing really going on in West Virginia. We do have a game tonight against Elon.
Yeah. We should
for men's basketball
destroy.
Yeah.
We're only like 4.5 point favorites, believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah. Well, it's because they only lost by like 15 to Florida.
Only by 15.
Yeah, but Florida's ranked.
Powerhouse, yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I don't know though. Elon doesn't bring. I feel like it doesn't. Like they're not going to bring much thunder.
Who? Elon? Nah, I mean
only being four. Like they're only 4-point dogs. You know what I mean?
We might be on the road. I'm not sure, to be honest, but it doesn't matter. I mean, we should beat Elon. We're just a really young team, like I said. A couple.
No problem. I like that -4 though for us.
Yeah. Like I said, we're really young. Like, we didn't look... I wouldn't say we looked amazing versus Pitt or Oakland.
Yeah.
So, like, but I do think, like, we should smack Elon. I mean, we're West Virginia. If we don't beat Elon, we're doing something wrong because we're probably paying them to play us. So.
Yeah. Definitely be... In my opinion, I think it's going to be... Hopefully we end up just taking the reins on this one.
I'm ready to go home and gamble.
I'm ready to go home, man. I'm definitely ready to go home.
I'm really excited for this semester to be over, to be fair, because the second we come back from this semester, I'll be 21.
Yeah.
Because I turned 21 December 17th.
Yeah, I know, man. You're right there.
Yeah, I'm close. I'm almost so close.
So close. I'm very excited now, as I just told Luke before this podcast started. I got the news that my older stepbrother, CJ, just had his baby girl, Amelia Ann, coming at 7.5 pounds. I am an uncle, y'all. I am an uncle. Uncle Steve.
Very happy for you.
Very excited to go home and see her.
Who's going to be the godfather? Is there any chance you get it?
I don't know.
Really?
I'm going to say probably not.
Yeah. I mean, you're in college, so.
Well, I don't think it has necessarily anything to do with that or the fact I'm a stepbrother. I don't think he thinks. I know other people in our family, like in that side of the family, that I feel like he's going to choose because of location and because of just like his relationship to them.
Yeah.
But hey, I'm gonna be a great uncle.
Yeah, you're still an uncle.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to be the cool uncle too.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Part of me feels like that's my path in life. I'm not supposed to get married or have kids. I love kids, but I don't think I would love having them. So I think I'm supposed to be like the cool uncle. You know?
Dude. That's an underrated position in the family.
I think it is. I think growing up, you never want to be like your cool uncle, but you love your cool uncle.
Oh, you love your cool uncle. I mean, I love both my uncles. I think I have 3. One of them isn't necessarily like a part of our family anymore. But the one who came in recent years, not recent, I guess. I mean, he's been around for a long time now, but he came in. He's cool, man. He just, I don't know. Like I said, I love both my uncles.
Yeah.
But like he definitely plays in more to that fun, loose, energetic, fun-going uncle.
Yeah, I mean, I just, like, I don't know if I'm ever going to be responsible enough to have my own child.
I thought you said job for a second. You mumbled child and it sounded like job.
Child. Nah. Hopefully, job.
You'll be the fun uncle who makes good money and just be able to spoil. Yeah.
That's what I'm hoping.
That's like the sick-ass job that your niece and nephew just want to tell all their friends about.
Yeah.
My uncle works for Barstool. Like,
he's a degenerate gambler.
Yeah,
what does he do at Barstool? Oh, he gambles.
Gambles all day, every day.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm very excited. So congratulations.
Yeah. Really happy for you.
Yeah. So,
let's talk some hockey.
Yeah, man.
Give me some. Let me pick your brain a little bit about some hockey, maybe.
Yeah.
Who should I be looking out for right now? Like, give me your, like, Power 5. I want your Power 5.
Power 5.
Your Power 5, like, rankings. Like, your Power rankings top 5.
All right. So.
I need explanations, too.
Absolutely. So, my Power 5, I'm going to start out with a wild card. Because they're playing really well this season. Surprisingly. And I remember talking about this, I think the first time we ever brought up hockey on this podcast. They are a totally different team from last year. Like, completely different team. It actually is blowing my mind. But number one, I'm going to say the number one team to look out for right now is the Detroit Red Wings. They are a young team.
Is that to look out for? Hold on.
Yeah.
Or is that...
I see them in the playoffs.
They're in your top 5, though?
Yeah.
Really? At 5?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that wild? Dude, seriously.
They're that good. I didn't know, like... Because you said they were playing well. But this well?
Yeah. Dude, they're playing really well. And, like, again, from last season, they were, like, the team that, like, everybody... Like, if you saw a team playing them, it was like, oh, you're betting against them. Like it's like, oh, I'm taking the other team. Mm-hmm. Like, they were kind of like that. They were always dogs, no matter who they were playing. And it's just interesting because this year, it's like the roles are reversed. They're actually, like, outscoring teams and, like, really good teams by, pretty crazy amount of, like, number of goals.
Really?
Yeah.
What's their record? Do you know?
Let's see. I don't know off the top of my head, but I did want to bring up one of their games as well. They are 8-8 right now. They're in the middle of their conference, but they're also in a great division. They have the Panthers, Maple Leafs, and Lightning, which 2 of those teams are also on my top 5 right now.
Okay.
Yeah,
don't spoil it yet.
Yeah, the Atlantic Division also. I mean, that's a big division, but they are playing really well, and I do like them a lot. They're putting up a lot of points per game.
How's Verona doing? I know, former Cap. He's on the squad.
Cap, man.
He was, I thought, a kid that was on, like, the second or third line, like, I thought he was superstar bound.
Yeah, I really like him.
He was really talented.
I won't lie to you.
He scores goals.
Yeah, he was definitely...
How's he doing now, though?
He's doing okay, but here's the thing. So that's kind of one of the points I want to make, like, especially when it comes to the Caps, like, I feel like he also just did so well because he was on that team. Like, I'm not, and I don't, like, say that to diminish his talent, because he's still a very, very talented, player. But at the same time, I think that he really, like, how can you not be good on a team like the Caps?
Well, who's that guy for them then? Who's, like, that guy for the Red Wings? If it's not Verona.
Red Wings, right now it's Dylan Larkin, which is their captain, and then Tyler Bertuzzi. And Bertuzzi, like a few years back, he was like newer to the league, and everyone was kind of like, like he really wasn't like much of a star. Now he's like one of the top dogs in the Red Wings.
Really?
Yeah. Like I paid no mind to him 2 years ago when I was a freshman in college. Like kind of like, and I love the Red Wings. I mean, I got my Red Wings jersey hanging up over there. I really do like Detroit, and they got a lot of history, but.
They got dope uniforms. I really like their red and white. It's classic.
I love their uniforms.
Well, I feel like there's a lot of different roles in hockey. Like, it could be a sport that I get into because, like, you have, like, your guys that are, like, your fucking goal scorers. And then you got guys that are, like, your enforcers. Right. And, like, there's, like, little roles that go into these positions. Like, it's a big strategy game. I think it's dope. And, like, the whole line switching, all that shit, I think it's pretty sick.
I will say I also forgot, Ron is out with, that's why I was so confused when you asked me about Ron. I'm like, I don't even know if I've seen him on Detroit.
He hasn't even been playing?
He's out with a shoulder injury. That's why when you asked me, I was kind of faking it a little bit. I was like, oh, yeah, like, he's doing all right. Like,
yeah,
I was like,
I
was like, yeah, I'm like, dude, I haven't, like, I forgot about him. And I forgot. He has a shoulder problem.
He's, like, not all there right now.
Yeah. No, he's going to be out for, like, months.
He's not there.
Yeah. So, coming in number 4... This one's tough, but I will say, I think these dudes got a lot of fight. They're low right now.
Oh, so they're not good.
Right now.
Is that what you're telling me?
They're good. I mean, they beat the Red Wings the other night 5-2.
Okay.
The Dallas Stars.
Oh.
The Dallas Stars. They were obviously, in the playoffs last year. Made a huge run at it. Their goalie, Dobby, brick wall. I don't know what is going on with them early in the season right now. They're, third to last in their division in the Western Conference. But they're 6-6. Haven't had as many games. Well, actually, yeah, they've had OT twice. But I will say, watching them play against the Red Wings the other night, for example, especially a team like the Red Wings are playing, the pace of the Red Wings are playing at right now, I was kind of like, there's something there. Like, there's still something there from last season. Mm-hmm. I don't know, like, why exactly they're kind of... I mean, it could be the same thing you said about the Chiefs come back from the Super Bowl. Like, they lost in the finals last year. So, I mean, it could be that same thing where, they maybe have that hangover and they're just not playing as well. But I don't know. The way I saw them play against the Red Wings the other day, I still saw that spark there. Seguin, Pavlevsky, as well as Ben getting things done.
Yeah, Seguin, right? That's the man.
Seguin's the man, dude.
Gets fucking mad pussy.
Yeah. He's... Dude, you see wasn't it Barstool that did that?
Yeah, they did.
With him? Yeah. The chick was, like, flirting with him the whole time. Yeah, Seguin's a beast on and off the ice.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So that's my fourth, I'd say. Now, my third, I'm going to go back to that last... those two I told you were going to be in there. All right. Number 3 right now is the Lightning.
Really?
Yeah.
It seems kind of low.
It's low, but at least they're still in the top 5.
Champs.
Dude, they're always going to have a solid team, right?
Yeah.
They're always going to have a solid program. That's never going to change. Right now, they're 8-3. Obviously, starting out really well. They're third in the Eastern Conference. And, again, dude, it's just hard to rule them out because they have, such a strong team. Like, they have veterans. They have young guys. They keep bringing in some of the best young guys. I just don't see there's no reason for them to not be on that list. But, again, they're not ruling their division like they usually do. So, they're not, making highlights right now. So, again, from the Buccaneers' perspective, same thing. They won the Cup last year, and it could be one of those things where, that's another, Stanley Cup hangover. So,
okay.
Whatever.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to keep them at number 3 for right now.
Okay.
Number 4, number 2, the 2 seed, This is tough because the 2 and 1 seed I'm kind of like intertwined with, but I'm gonna say Edmonton for right now at the number 2 seed.
Okay, that's kind of bold, I feel like.
The Oilers,
I heard they have been hot, though.
yeah, man. And McDavid's playing out of his freaking mind. Like, that dude needs one. The reason I say it specifically for Edmonton is because dude needs a ring. Like, dude needs that cup so bad.
Yeah, he's a fucking dog. Connor McDavid, I don't know that much about hockey. Wasn't it you, though, that tried telling me something about how, like, Connor McDavid wasn't the best player in the NHL right now, though?
And here is... That's so funny about that because here's my number 1 pick. It's Toronto Maple Leafs because of Austin Matthews. Austin Matthews, bro. Austin Matthews, in my opinion, is the number 1 player in the NHL right now. I know there's a lot of speculation about that. I know some people think it's still Ovi. I know people think it's Crosby. I know some people really are arguing the point behind Connor McDavid. And I get that. Connor McDavid is a great player. Like, great player. He's fast. He's smart. His stick handling is incredible. But, dude, the Maple Leafs outscored teams like I've never seen before. They just always put up numbers that you would not expect them to put up. Like consider a spread in hockey, right? Like, it's usually -1.5.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah.
You know, so most of the time they're blowing that spread out of the water. Honestly, they are crushing teams. Crushing teams, dude. They're 11-5 right now. The only person staying in front of them is the Panthers, the Florida Panthers. They're also doing really well, but
they didn't crack your top 5.
They'd probably be a 6 or 7 for me. But again, bro, I really I didn't want to just put all my favorites in there. I wanted to give 2 teams to look out for, which are Detroit and Dallas, that are having a slow start. There's I'm seeing a lot of good things from them, but still a slow start. And I think as the season goes on, they're going to keep moving up their ranks.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to give I want to give 2 teams to look out for, and those 3 are some the 3 that I really end up seeing, down the line. Obviously, Tampa Bay will be a competitor when the time comes. It's just how it is.
Yeah.
Until most of their team leaves, their current team, they're freaking unstoppable. And I would love to say the same for the Caps, but.
I was just gonna say the Caps didn't break the top 5, huh?
Yeah, they're definitely in top 10, obviously.
Yeah,
but I don't know, man.
What's wrong with them this year? What don't you?
They're losing bullshit games.
Mm-hmm.
Games who they play the other day, dude. Where I was just blown away.
I feel like what I think is weird about hockey is the OT is a tie technically.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's it's a 3, so it's wins, losses, OT, wins.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, yeah, I get what you're saying.
Trips me out a little bit.
Yeah. But who they? Yeah.
I do think it's cool though.
The Ducks, dude. The Ducks, man.
What they do?
They lost to the Ducks.
They lost.
Yeah. Yeah, they did.
Mm.
Red Wings
They're
beat
old
them.
team, dude. That's how I felt about them, honestly, last year when I was watching them in the playoffs because I threw $50 on them to beat the Bruins one game, and they got destroyed. I mean, they look so beat the fuck up. They look slow, tired, old. They're getting just beat up and down. They look terrible.
It's weird, dude, because they're such a hard team to read, which is one of the biggest problems. They'll go in and they'll win a game against the Rangers, which are also probably in my top 10 right now. They're really good right now. Then they'll go and they'll lose a game to the freaking Devils 4-1. That's ridiculous. The Devils suck. They're not even in my top 15, top 17.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
So if you had to pick 5 teams to that would win the Stanley Cup this year
right now,
yeah, would you keep those 5 teams that you just said in your power rankings, or would you kind of switch it up?
I'd switch it up. I'd say I'd throw in Avalanche.
Really?
Yeah.
Still keeping out the Caps and the Panthers and them?
Yeah, I don't see the Caps winning it this year.
Yeah.
Not right now. Not right now. I mean, again, they're not playing horribly. They're always going to be a solid team. But like, here's the thing. Like, especially the NHL. Like, I always see like, to me, it's never like there's like middle tier. Like, I feel like you either like you're kind of so like for example, like there's that 8 spot, right? When you're at 4 and up, you're in that top bracket. You play like good teams. You're like you should be competing with those teams. If you lose to any teams below that, you're not playing. You're playing down. You're not playing your capabilities. So like the Caps again, like they're beating teams like the Rangers, and they even beat. I mean, not that Detroit's. I mean, in my opinion, I love Detroit, but not that they're exactly top tier yet. But like they beat Detroit, and they beat the Rangers, and they beat. I think no, they lost. Actually, they did beat the Avalanche. I think 6-3. Yeah, but then again, they end up losing to teams like the Devils, and like that I don't understand like how that happens, especially 4-1. Like the Devils are nothing special at all. So I wouldn't put them in my top 5 to win the Cup this year, but I'd probably substitute out the Stars right now for the Avalanche. Switch that up, maybe,
really?
And then maybe even the Panthers for the Red Wings.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what about the Maple Leafs? I mean, round out your number 1.
Yeah, Maple Leafs are my number 1 right now.
But
I hate saying that because my brother's. Well,
Yeah.
like, yeah, my brother's a Maple Leafs fan, and it's not like I hate the Maple Leafs or I don't want my brother to win. It's just like it's like hard sitting up here and saying like because I'm a Flyers fan, so like we're not going anywhere anytime soon.
Damn.
I was talking to my buddy, and I got to give all the credit to my buddy for pointing this out to me. But he came and visited last weekend. Shout out Justin Tobaki. But he told me, he goes, "Yo, we were talking about like some of the trades and stuff like that." He was like, "Yo, we're never gonna win a cup with Drew, like our captain right now." And I kind of sat there and I was like, "Really? Like you think so?" He's like, "Yeah, man. Like we're not gonna. Like he's not gonna win one for us. It's just not gonna happen. We're not gonna see one anytime soon."
Oh, how old is he?
He's in his 30s. Like he's definitely up there in age,
Damn.
but it just kind of sucks because like I sat there and I really thought I was like yeah, like maybe you're right, and I kind of like sat there and thought on it the next couple of days, and I was like, damn, he's right. Like
I thought the Flyers always had like this like they're a tough team to beat type of stigma, but they haven't even made the playoffs in a little bit. Huh?
Yeah, but I was really upset our freshman year because like when COVID hit and like that whole thing had to get delayed. I was like, dude, this is so our year. Like, we're playing so well. We were like number 3. We were in the 3 seed position. Yeah. I was like, yeah, we got this. Like, screw the Bruins. Like, we're so in this. And like, then COVID hit, and they had to delay the cup playoffs. And then next thing I know, we came back, and I was expecting that same fire, and we just shit the bed. Oh. And I was just sitting there, and I was kind of like, no, like, what are you guys doing? How could you like mess that up so bad? Because they were playing so hot, they were beating out really good teams, and we were competing hard with the Bruins, like really freaking hard with the Bruins, and that was before they got Chara, I believe. From, that's before the Caps ended up getting Chara.
Yeah.
So like this was like when like they had like their veterans on the team, like we were like really butting heads, and it was like win loss with them. And I was like, dude, we can take them to the playoffs, so we got this. And we came back and we shit the bed.
Well, what's like the Flyers' deal? Like, what type of team are they? Like, you know what I mean? Like, who's like? I don't know shit about the Flyers.
In terms of like age, or
are they like a fast team? Like they play pretty quick.
They're fast now. Yeah,
they score a lot of goals. They're a good defensive team. Are they like?
I'd say their defense is probably what's sticking out.
Or like a
right
defensive
now. They
team?
got a good offense. I mean, but their defense right now, impeccable.
Really?
Yeah, definitely something to be said about their defense right now. Ivan Provorov now, he's run that D-line, and he's just watching him. Like, I remember, like, he was in a position years ago when I was in high school when, like, he first came on the team, and I was kind of just like, he's okay, you know. Nothing special, nothing great. But now he's, like, he's blown up, dude. Like, he's a monster. And we got really good defense. We keep keep a lot. Like, we're really good with unders. Like, we usually hit a lot of unders. For game totals, we keep games close as well. But now, like, we used to have like a veteran squad and then like a younger group. And now, like, we lost like Jake Voracek, for example. I think we lost him to Columbus. And yeah, now at this point, I think it's all about kind of just really honing in on that defense and making sure that as long as we can lock down these top tier offenses, we're able to have a shot, because our offense is going to get done what they got to get done the other end of the ice. But yeah, I'd say right now we're kind of like a defensive team, low scoring. We haven't had too many blowouts this season, but yeah, man.
Hey, keep your head up, man. All right.
Yeah, man.
Nah, that's tough. That's some good information, though. Honestly, because like I don't know shit about hockey. Was Connor McDavid and Austin Matthews the same draft class?
I believe so. Yeah.
Damn, that is fucking loaded. Because Connor McDavid was the number 1 pick. Because I think I remember hearing about when he got drafted. Like, it was such big news. Like, he was like a for sure superstar in the making. People were like, this is Gretzky. But yeah.
No, actually, they were a year off. McDavid was 2015. Oh. And 2016 was Austin Matthews.
Was he the number 1 pick, Austin Matthews?
Yeah, he was number 1 draft.
Wait, he was 2016?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, these guys are older than I thought. They're really in their primes then.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're really in their prime.
Yeah, Austin's draft class was good, but like
I was about to say
the only other name that like really like sticks out from his draft class is Line on the Jets. So
okay. Well, what about Mitch Marner? When was he drafted?
He's got to be
'cause he's a stud.
2017, 2018. He's new.
Really?
Yeah, maybe even 2019.
Oh. He's a baby then.
Yeah, he's a baby.
You think he's going to be a
star?
star?
Actually 2015.
Mitch Marner?
Hell? Yeah, he started playing in 2016. That is weird.
You're a little bit off.
I could have sworn that Austin Matthews was older than Marner.
Well,
damn, yo, yeah, I thought Marner was a baby.
I don't know.
That's wild, yeah.
He's a little oldie.
Yeah.
Well, damn. So the fucking sounds like to me the Leafs are really in like we gotta win this shit years. Like between last year and the next 2 years, I'd say.
Yeah, the thing is with the Leafs, and this is like what I was like kind of clown on my brother for, is like I feel like they always end up folding when it comes playoff time. Like.
Yeah, they lost in the first round last year.
Yeah, they ultimately play down.
3-1 lead, I think.
They ultimately play down. And I don't know, like they're just that team. They're just that team. Like they're almost unmatchable in a lot of ways during the season, but then when it comes to playoff time, they always end up folding, dude. I don't even know how to explain it. It's pretty sad to watch too. I mean, not like these other teams don't deserve it. I just think that again, like they can outcompete a lot of people. But. Yeah, man. I think number 1 this year, I'm going to put Toronto, though. As of right now, I like the way they're playing. I think Matthews needs one.
I hope they get one, to be honest. I bet on them last year to win it all, and then they fucked me.
Yeah. I there's a lot of people I'd like to see win, though, dude. Like, I love a lot of people in the Lightning, but I'm kind of like over watching them win. Yeah, I definitely wasn't watching a lot of hockey until this past week and a half because I was so focused on football. Now that I'm out of my survival pool, I mean, I'm still gonna be watching football, but I mean, this week especially, I've really gotten back into hockey. That's all I've been watching this week. But yeah, man, let's hop into our NFL predictions for week 11.
Yeah, let's fucking do it. Yeah, week 11. Pats Falcons in Atlanta. I think personally, I fucking love Atlanta +7 tonight, but I don't think the Pats lose this. Like, I love Atlanta +7 because they got blown out last week.
Dude, the Patriots are racing for a playoff spot.
I know, which is why I think
weird
they
because I remember
lose.
telling you like last time we talked about this, I was like, I don't see him winning the Super Bowl this year.
And watch.
don't
That's
see
why
him- and I
I
see
said
him a contender
OBJ.
now.
I said OBJ would have been a big signing. They could have used another receiver.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember you saying that.
I think it could be an under game and Falcons +7, but I think Pats get it done because Washington beat Atlanta in Atlanta, so there shouldn't be a
I can't
problem.
believe Washington beat the freaking Buccaneers.
I know. Me either.
Weird, dude. They couldn't win the 1 week I chosen, but then they want to take on
I
the
know,
Buccaneers
right?
and act
Yeah,
like
take
big
on
dogs,
the
like,
fucking.
the hell, dude.
We take on the fucking Bucks.
Yeah.
I don't get
weird.
it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Patriots. I mean, obviously.
We got Bears, Ravens. I'm going to go Ravens. I don't like the Bears. I think the Ravens could use a win this week. They lost last week to Miami. They're going back on the road. They could use a win. And I hate this Bears team. I hate their offense. I hate their defense.
This one's kind of hard, honestly. Is Khalil Mack still out?
You know, I don't know. If they get Eddie Jackson and Khalil Mack back, I could see the Bears covering, but I think I'm rocking.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go with the Ravens.
I think I'm rocking with the Ravens. Fuck the Bears. Titans at home versus Houston. Gonna have to say the Titans too. Even though part of me thinks this could be a little fucking sneaky game because the Titans lost, dropped one to the Jets. You never know, bro. Maybe they just like overlook these bad teams. But I'm not gonna put any money on that. Titans. Eagles at home versus the Saints. This, I think, is a really tough game, yeah.
It's a really tough one.
Because I think the Saints' defense is really good, but their offense is really bad. Really bad. And they looked like shit last week, I think, versus the Titans.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go Eagles, man.
I think I'm gonna go Saints, even though they're on the road, and they kind of backdoor covered versus the Titans and lost versus the Falcons. I think Philly, the Eagles are frauds. I think Saints defense is good enough to shut down Jalen Hurts in that offense, and their defense is bad.
Yeah.
You know, so I think they can do that. I like the Saints. Dolphins versus the Jets.
Bro, it's like
I know, Dolphins. I'm going Dolphins.
Bozo game of the week.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Dolphins.
I think they're hot.
Just off that win last
Yeah.
week. That's really the only thing I can say about them right now is they're coming off a win last week, and I think they're gonna try and keep that.
I hate betting with the public. Sometimes I wish I just wouldn't see that, but I think the Dolphins are hot, and I don't think playing in New York / New Jersey against the Jets is going to be that crazy of an environment to throw a team off. So
Right.
I like the Dolphins. You got Colts at Buffalo. I like the Colts.
No.
I think they cover 7 for sure.
I think Buffalo.
I don't think Josh Allen's a big game QB. I don't think that they can stop Jonathan Taylor. And I don't think that their offense is generally good enough to blow out this fucking Colts defense. I think this Colts defense is really tough. And I haven't seen it from Josh Allen yet, like I said.
It's not how much I guess it's not how much I think about what I think about the Bills offense. It's more about what I think of the Colts just game altogether. Like,
yeah, I mean they've been like very underwhelming. They've underperformed a lot.
yeah, and like, look, like, I get Bills shit to bet against the Jaguars, but I don't know, man. I just don't. I don't see the Colts win this week.
I like the Colts. I really like them +7, but I think Buffalo is a difficult place to play. I'm not gonna say that it's not, but I like this Colts defense. I'm not crazy about this Buffalo offense. I really, really like Jonathan Taylor and this Colts run offense. And I like Michael Pittman, who's probably going to get shut down, to be fair, but they're going to have to stop Jonathan Taylor, and they're not going to, like, the Colts don't give a fuck. They're going to run it 50 times.
Right.
Like, and they're going to make them stop them. And I don't think they have a big D tackle that can do that. I don't think they're built to stop the run. That's why the Titans, I think, beat them, because Derrick Henry was having a day on them. So, I like the Colts. Browns versus Detroit is at Cleveland. Lions at Browns.
I mean, yeah, like,
I just don't give a fuck enough to even be like, it could be their week.
It could be their week, but I don't know, man.
I did say that.
Last week was pretty wild.
I said that when they played the Rams.
Yeah, but last week was pretty wild against the Steelers.
I don't think the Steelers are that good.
I don't think they're that good either, but they're not.
And if the fucking
horrible.
lines
They're
were
middle tier.
somewhat decent, though, if the lines were somewhat decent, they would have won that game. It was made for them to win. I think the Browns, by a landslide, and they shit on them.
I want to go Browns.
They need a bounce back, too, after that fucking embarrassment versus the Pats.
Browns.
A
lot of people are saying Baker's not their franchise QB. Thoughts?
Fucking bugging.
Dude, thank you, right? I love Baker. I don't see what the problem is.
If whether or not you think
up OBJ because of his issues with Baker.
Exactly.
Like
And-
you wouldn't give up a receiver
Yeah,
like OBJ
nah.
if you didn't fuck with Baker.
whether or not you don't think he's good at football, like, you can doubt his football abilities all you fucking want, but you cannot sit there and not show that kid respect for bringing this fucking poor ass poverty franchise to the playoffs for the first time since probably before Baker was born.
Yeah, they suck.
Like, I can't.
Suck, dude. No,
Yeah,
I didn't even know.
nah.
But I didn't even know the Browns growing up. That's how little I paid attention to them.
Theoretically, Baker, there's a good chance he doesn't win them a Super Bowl. But it doesn't matter. You don't ever let Baker walk away from this franchise. He is what brought this franchise back to life.
Yeah.
You haven't seen a fucking semi-decent QB that can, like I said, doubt his skills all you want. But you want a winner out there. And the kid's a winner. He fucking wins games.
Right.
Like, so guess what? Suck it up. Fuck you. Like, what? You're going to do better than Baker? Come on. Don't care.
Yeah. I like Baker, bro.
I love Baker. I
love
like
Baker.
that. That's crazy.
Yeah. No, people
I'm
really be
crazy.
disrespecting his name. I've been hearing it a lot.
I know.
Not too many Browns fans, just like more like ESPN and Sports Center and just kind of.
Yeah, no, I hear the
about it.
Baker disrespect all the time.
Yeah. People
I
need to get
hate
their hands
it.
out of their asses, man.
I hate it.
Yeah. Like what? Like you gotta think about like what were they before him?
Nothing. Oh my God. I mean, without this kid, they were shit. Like, they were worthless. They were a worthless franchise. And he comes in with him and Nick Chubb, and they like completely revived this franchise. Come on, cut him some slack. Like, there's no reason.
I agree. All right, let me hear the next game.
Green Bay at Minnesota. I'm gonna say Green Bay just because
I don't like the Vikings. I don't think the Vikings have much to go off of.
I think they have
Especially versus
so much talent.
But that matchup's always been weird. Like that matchup always ends up being a good one. I think it'll be a close game, surprisingly. I don't think it's going to be a blowout. I think it will be Green Bay coming out with a victory, but I think it's going to be somewhat of a close game. You know what I mean?
I think it's gonna be close, but I think I think Green Bay just owns Minnesota just like they own Chicago. They own this division, so they're going to body them.
What game you got next?
I got Washington at Carolina.
Panthers, bro.
Washington, and I hate saying that,
bugging.
but I genuinely think that Ron Rivera and this team, I think if they're ever going to rally for anything...
Don't you know, though, Cam's back, bro.
That's why I love Washington.
Yeah, I figured you were going to say that.
Dude, Ron coached Cam. I don't think he's fucking special.
Yeah.
Like, I think Ron knows Cam too well. I think they draw something up. I think Washington gets the win.
I'm guessing you got 49ers and Jags next?
Sorry, hold on. Yes, I do.
Yeah. Niners. Enough said.
Yeah. Yeah, straight like that.
Kittle's a beast, dude.
I smashed
I really love Kittle.
them
dude.
plus 3.5 versus the Rams.
Yo,
I think the
Kittle
Rams
smoked Von Miller this past week. Did you see
Oh
that?
my God, he destroyed him.
Destroyed
I
him.
totally forgot to mention that. I was gonna say something because the Rams are on a bye. I'm pretty sure. I was gonna mention I hammered them plus 3.5. It was the biggest lock I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Because when you have like 90% of the public on something versus a home dog, and 90% of the public is on an away favorite in a divisional game, like, I should have thrown everything I had. Those locks only come around once a fucking millennium. That shit was a freebie. And people still bet on the Rams. And if you bet on the Rams, it's because, like, I mean, thank you. Because the only reason I knew to bet on the Niners was looking at the public and looking at all that stuff.
Right.
My God, the Niners plus 3.5 was fucked up lock. Like,
That's how I felt about the Flyers past week.
yeah, when they played,
Calgary, yeah.
yeah.
The under 5.5 and the money line.
Sometimes you just like get that feeling and you see
Yeah.
something and you're like,
Yeah.
holy shit. It doesn't come around every day, but
No.
it really
There's
came
like,
around.
Sometimes you're like, oh, I like that, but then there's like, no, like, I'll put my big toe on the line for that. Like, I would put my thumb. Like, that's how confident I am.
Bro, I don't think the Rams are as good as they're hyped up to be.
I still disagree, man.
I think they're talented, but I don't think they're any more talented than any other team in the NFL. I think any team can beat the Rams. Obviously. I think there's like, I mean, obviously any team can beat the Rams.
Good competitor.
They are a good competitive team,
So
and
it's
it was
not
a
like we're
divisional
sitting here saying
game.
They're losing to like the Bengals or, you know.
I just don't think they're that much better than everyone else. Like, people say they are, dude. Like, people act like these motherfuckers are Super Bowl winners already. Like, they've already crowned them. And I just don't think, that's like, no. Not for me.
What do we got next? The 4 o'clock's now, right?
Yeah.
Bengals and
Raiders.
Raiders.
Bengals.
You're... Why?
I hate betting on road teams, but I do really like the Bengals.
I don't, especially coming off a loss from the Chiefs last week. That was came as quite a shock to me that they lost inside the Raiders' dome. But
Yeah,
especially this week, bro. I think the Raiders are hungry, gonna be hot.
the
looking
hungry
to come
dog
back.
runs faster.
Yeah,
I could see it. I mean, they really need a win
yeah,
after that loss.
exactly. I like the Raiders. I don't like the Bengals either. Like,
I just am not crazy about Derek Carr. And I'm not crazy about this Raiders team in
dude,
general.
I'm really not a big fan of Derek Carr either, but he's proven like.
I know he proves time and time again that he is here to stay in the NFL.
That's
Yeah.
like, dude, took the words right out of my mouth. He's there to stay, man. Like, and it's like again, but he doesn't. he's never gonna be the kind of guy that like I feel like kids are gonna be rocking his jersey. You know what I mean? Like he's not like that superstar. He's fundamentally sound, but he's nothing special.
Yeah.
Like I don't see him as a Super Bowl QB.
I think a lot of times we overestimate the abilities of players. Like all the guys that are starters right now in the NFL, give or take like 2, are insanely talented and insanely more talented than their backups. Like Derek Carr, say what you want about him, he could be like the 25th best quarterback in the NFL, but he is an NFL starter. Like he is the real deal. Like any other team in the NFL would be lucky to have this guy.
Yeah, I'm not saying he's horrible.
I know, but I'm just saying it's weird to think about sometimes because like I don't think he's just that great.
Yeah.
But you gotta think about it from like a general managing perspective. Like this guy, you would kill to have.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I see your point.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah, I see your point.
It's so trippy sometimes.
Yeah.
Like in Washington, oh my god.
Yeah, you guys just need. I don't even know, man.
I would fucking murder John Gruden to get him.
Yeah.
Next game, Arizona at Seattle. I think I like Seattle. Not
Russ
just
back?
because.
Russ is back?
Yeah, Russ is back, but
He was back this past week.
I think Kyler's back. Yeah, he played versus the Packers. I think Kyler's back and D-Hop's back. But last week, I bet on them because I thought they were back last week, and they fucking weren't.
Yeah.
And I lost a parlay, and I was pissed off.
That's tough, man.
Seattle, though.
That's a good matchup, but I'm gonna go Cardinals.
I kind of want to say Cardinals, too, but out of spite.
But dude, Russ is that guy too. Like Russ can do that.
But I don't think Seattle's team is that good. I'm gonna say the Cardinals if Kyler and D-Hop play. If they don't, but then again, it's their first game back off of injury.
I see. I kind of see where you're getting at, but I don't know, man. I think the Cardinals have just been. I mean, evidently.
I'm gonna go
clear
Seattle for that reason, actually, because it's their first game back. I think that's always tough.
I'm gonna go Cardinals.
Dallas at Kansas City. Dallas.
I was gonna say I'm gonna go with the boys.
Yeah.
I don't really have much to go off for this game other than the fact that the boys been hot this year. Much as I hate to admit it, but yeah, I don't know, man. Boys are looking good.
You got Pittsburgh at LA.
Chargers.
I kind of want to say the Chargers too, but I kind of am feeling Pittsburgh.
Really like Herbert, dude.
I really
I
like
say that every single time.
Herbert, but
I really like Herbert.
dude, the weapons on the Steelers offense are second to none, basically. I mean, you got Najee Harris,
Bro,
Deontay
actually,
Johnson.
You know
These kids are so talented.
Yeah,
and their defense is really
and they
tough.
almost freaking lost to the Lions.
They got to bounce back from that. I think they cover 6.5 for sure.
Even that's a stretch for me. I see the Chargers just completely blowing the shit out of the water. Giants, Buccaneers for the 8 o'clock game on Monday.
Giants plus 8.5, but I'm gonna have to
Did you say
say
plus what?
10.5.
Oh.
I think the Bucks have to bounce back, but I think
Have to bounce back.
and this is a perfect.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna say the Bucks. I'm gonna say the Bucks.
There's no
For
reason
sure.
to say the Giants ever, to be honest. There's really no reason to ever say Giants.
Because this does match up well for the Bucks. I think with them having really a lot of problems at corner, with the injuries, the Giants don't really have any wide receivers. Most of their wide receivers are hurt or not playing. So they're not deep at that position right now. No Saquon. Like, their skill positions are kind of lacking. The Bucks defense kind of needs, like, worse skill positions players because they have worse DBs and stuff out there. So, I think it plays into their favor. Yeah. I think it plays into their favor. So, Bucks.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, they announced Bryce Harper won MVP and Shohei Ohtani also did.
Really?
Just thought I'd mention that. Yeah, fucking bullshit. Both pissed me off.
Right?
Ohtani, yeah.
Yeah, I told you. I mean, we were Luke and I were working out before this in my garage, and I was saying the same thing. I was like, dude, I think Ohtani's gonna win it. And like you said, like there's a lot of reasons like he shouldn't have, but I think the only reason I say that was because he did what no pitcher's done in years.
I know.
Like he was, like he can hit, like he can actually.
I know. Like,
That is not something that you come across.
I know. Like, I totally get what you're saying. Like, never does it come around that you have a person that's a good hitter that, coincidentally can start and go 7 innings or 8 innings for you every start. Or vice versa. A guy that is a really good pitcher but can also hit fucking 45, 50 bombs on the year. But I said in a previous podcast that I thought if Vladdy didn't win the Triple Crown, then he probably wouldn't get the MVP, and he didn't win the Triple Crown. So part of me is not that surprised. You know, he had to do something to push the pen a little bit, and I don't think he did that. Am I pissed about the Bryce Harper thing? 100%. I'm not really that mad about Ohtani. Cause like,
why are you mad about the Bryce Harper thing?
Fuck Bryce Harper. I hate Bryce Harper.
Just because he left the Nationals?
Yeah. Right. And Juan Soto was in that running.
And this is a rounding second.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude,
Juan Soto.
He deserved it, dude.
Dude, fuck him.
Yo, he deserved it.
Sorry. No, Juan Soto was in that same running. And if you ask me, I think Juan Soto had a better year. He had a higher average. I'm pretty sure the only thing he had worse than Bryce was a little bit lower OPS. But I'll take a little bit lower OPS. You know why? Because one of them's name is Juan Soto. Let me see if I can't find
him. You really just wanted someone from the Nationals to win.
I really didn't. Honestly, I don't care that Juan Soto didn't win. At the end of the day,
that Bryce Harper won.
I just care that Bryce Harper won it. And the fact that he won it over a Nationals player frustrates me that much more. You know what I mean? Like, I hate Bryce Harper, dude. I hate Bryce Harper.
That's such a shame because he's such a talented player. Like, I love Bryce Harper. And I love
him when
he was on the Nationals, and I love him when he came over to Philly. He was
right.
And I was able to watch. What do you mean?
You did not love Bryce Harper on the Nationals.
I never had a problem with the Nationals.
I think he's a square fuck. I really don't like Bryce Harper.
Just vanilla.
I think he's a loser. I don't like Bryce Harper. And I thought about this. Sometimes I would think... sometimes I would think about it. I'd be like, what would I say to Bryce Harper? And, like, there's no other MLB player, even if they are the smallest MLB player. Like, obviously, Bryce Harper's a really big name. I would fangirl over that shit, probably. I'd be so, like, starstruck. Bryce Harper, though, I would tell him go fuck himself. Him and Kirk Cousins. I hate them both. And guess what? They're both weirdo, loser nerds.
Yo, bro, they're probably sitting there calling you dillweed.
Probably. They probably think I'm an idiot.
We're going to get bad rep from this, dude. We're done. Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
And this has been Rounding Second.
John Trincala, and I'm their first ever guest.
No, you would be our second.
Who was your first?
Trev.
You had Toothpick on a podcast. I didn't watch that episode. That's crazy.
You don't watch any episode, bro. That's why you're not coming on.
Facts, this is going to be the first episode I watch.
Surprise guest, John Trincala.
Like, comment, and subscribe if you think that they should get a camera.
Thanks, John. All right, we'll see you guys next week.
I'll watch it if I can put it on TV and see your guys' faces.
Okay, deal.
Don't listen to stuff.
Okay, deal.
You don't listen to anything.
I listen to Travis. Come Steven, we got Friendsgiving now. They just left.
Alrighty. Yeah. We gotta
Well,
wrap this bad boy up.
From
Yo,
Ronnie
sorry,
second.
Guys. Steven and Luke's podcast is getting cut a little short.
Dude, get out.
Fraternal gathering at 216 Belmont.
Actually, I got work.
AKA Podcast Alpha.
I got work. But from rounding second, this is Luke and Steven. We will see you guys in 2 weeks. Thank you guys for the support as always. Luke, you got any closing remarks?
Yeah, see you later.
Yeah, that was very personal, bro. See you guys after Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving.